Good morning, Spartans. I'm Bernie.
And I'm Jocelyn. Today, we're coming at you in Minecraft.
That sounds like a threat.
Who said it wasn't?
Right. Anyways. So next week, the library will be hosting its annual book sale. These aren't old, musty books that nobody wants to read. These are extra copies of the book that MHS students like reading the most. There are popular novels, entire series, and interesting nonfiction. Hundreds of books will be on sale for $1 for a hardcover and 50 cents for a softcover book. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Come take a look and buy a bargain book in the library all next week.
All week? I'll have to stop by and get a book.
Me too. Wanna go together?
We'll talk more about this later.
In other news, Drama Club is putting on Little Women.
That's so cool. Do you know where I can get tickets?
Yep, here's a link.
Nice. Now, a word from Miss Murray.
Hi, I'm Connor Sykes. I'm Murray High School's politics president. I'm here with Miss Murray.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me on Spartan Vision today.
And she's going to tell us about her social impact initiative.
Yes. So my name is Kylie Cooper, and I am your Miss Murray 2021. And my social impact initiative this year is called End the Culture War Through Promoting Unity. So as I'm sure you can all tell right now, our nation is completely divided over race, religion, politics, culture, and so much more. And what I want to focus on this year is bringing more kindness and tolerance, respect, and unity to our community.
Yeah, that's great. And I think what's really important about your initiative is that it really stresses the importance of people who are 18 voting, and just voting in general.
Absolutely.
If you're eligible to vote, then you should vote. You should participate in democracy. And I think there are multiple ways to vote, and would you mind telling us a few of them?
Absolutely. So, some of you might be wondering, I'm not even 18. You know, why is this important to me? How does this pertain to me? And something that I didn't even know until this year is that 16 and 17-year-olds have the opportunity to pre-register to vote. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go onto the government website and do that, and then when you turn 18, you're already ready to go. But I totally understand for those of you that are like, I don't even care about politics. It's not fun to me, it's not interesting, because I used to be that way. I used to be you in high school. I did not care about politics, and to be quite frank, sometimes it's still hard for me to want to be invested in them. There's a lot going on right now, but as I've gotten older and I've learned over the past few years, it's important to know what's going on. Being informed, knowing how our government works and what's going on in our government, and being aware of what's going on in the world around us is so important. And so that's why I encourage you to be involved in politics and to know about current events and to know what's going on. And for our 18-year-olds that are eligible to vote, you can mail in your ballot. There are several locations here in Salt Lake City that you can also drop your ballot off to, and there's one here in Murray. It's near our post office. And for those of you that are interested in voting in person, you can vote early at our Murray City Hall from October 26th to October 30th, or on Election Day, you can vote at the City Hall, the Senior Citizens Recreation Center here in Murray, and Wheeler Farm. So there's lots of opportunities to make sure that your vote is cast and that your voice is heard.
I know personally that I'm going to use the mail-in method, but I know that the polls are still going to be open to in-person voting. And if you aren't eligible to vote, please try to find a way to volunteer at the polls, because a lot of the people who work at the polls usually are people who volunteer are older, and that's not going to be as much this year because of COVID, and we need as many people who work at the polls volunteering as possible. So any way you can get involved in politics, please do. And I think we also want to talk about during this election how divided we are. I mean, this seems like a very tense election both ways. At the national level, even in local elections get very tense. It can get frustrating, but we've got to understand that politics just impacts everybody. Any profession, these people are making the decisions for you, and it's really important that we get involved in that. These people are making decisions for us. They represent us.
It's so true. It's so true. I think it's important to remember that it is going to be frustrating, and there are a lot of hot topics right now. But the most important thing is to be able to create a safe space so that we can have conversations with people. Because if we want to see change and we want to come together, it's going to start with talking and listening and respecting other people's opinions. And so when we have conversations with people, we can think to ourselves, what is our motive? Are we trying to just share our opinion with people, or are we trying to convince people that our opinion is the right one? And so looking at that and thinking, am I listening? Am I validating? Am I respecting? Or am I being condescending? Or am I being sarcastic? Or am I getting defensive over what people are saying to me? I think the best thing we can do right now is to learn to listen with love, embrace our differences, realize that we're not all going to agree, and that is okay. But we can become better at working towards an atmosphere of respect and unity.
Absolutely. You have to realize these discussions that we're having is purely political, and you can't really judge people based on their political opinions. I absolutely agree. Thank you for coming on to Spartan Vision today with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been so fun.
It's been great. We'll see you later, Spartans.
Murray girls soccer played in the semifinals against Olympus yesterday.
They lost 2-1, but they played hard, and it was an exciting match.
Wait. Crap. Oh man, my Chromebook stopped working.
Didn't you toss it down the stairs earlier?
Anyway, have you completed the Chromebook Care and Murray School District Acceptance Use Google form? It needs to be completed by October 26th.
Where do I go to do it?
On Canvas, obviously. Well, that's all we got for this week, Spartans.
Thanks for watching.
Anyways, about that date.